The true state of the economy is not conjecture. It's not lying. It's about what the numbers say. And then you get up and say that His Excellency, by stopping your recklessness, he's a terminator. Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a ruthless terminator. He should go to National Service Authority and ask them. He terminated Ghost at National Service. He terminated National Cathedral. Or they have forgotten that His Excellency terminated renting private jets. In fact, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama terminated a non-existent CEO that was running a port that doesn't exist. So yes, he's a terminator. He is a terminator of Yentuya Yaka. Terminator of default in payment and declaring bankruptcy. He has terminated that. Look, if the people were so properly employed, we will be employing people, Ghanaians. We will end up employing more than the people who have been asked to go home for irregularities and for the fact that we are not too sure that we even have a budget to take care of them. It's because it's a fiscal problem. You don't start, you see, you come, you understand tree. We'll give you a budget. Yabo akoma. No, I could did the abrosmo or fruit tree. This is a ponchana in frame. Do you understand?
Right.
We'll give you a budget for a year. How on earth would you convince me that within 3 weeks you wanted to exhaust that budget? How is that possible?
Budget meant for a year.
It meant for a whole year. And you've forgotten that that budget will also roll over to the following year because these are non-discretionary expenditures. And if you are not yet on the payroll, you are just like the ghost that was roaming in Elimina and Cape Coast. We must find a way to catch you and quarantine you. And they were not lucky. They had a ruthless terminator like His Excellency John Dramama that even the National Cathedral fears. This is the man who they succeeded in deceiving God and the clergy. But John Dramama lalai. The national conversations that are very important to us is the one that we are doing today. At the time, Anta was holding a press conference.
Right.
The people of Ghana that love Ghana were busy discussing how to clear the mess that they left. You understand?
Right.
We were busy finding solutions to the wreckage, the recklessness, getting the economy out of the ICU. And he was the one who caused it, was busy holding press conferences. But I'm not surprised. Even in government, they were holding press conferences. I hear so far they've done about 58 press conferences. After the people told you that you are so reckless, you ruin our lives. A group of people whose economic management, a debt management strategy was to get even the vulnerable onto the streets. Or you didn't see them. You didn't see the agent demonstrating. These people,
over the DDEP.
They don't know God. They don't know God. How can you get Sofia Kufu out of his room to come and be pleading after having served this country for all these years? People have died because they can't even buy their medication. The financial sector you came to meet was a full value chain, starting from banking to finance houses, to savings and loans, to microfinance. All of them, Yamutu, only banks, standing on one leg. And even that leg is limping. That leg that is limping, you still loaded 18 billion of losses on that bank, or on the banking sector that is already limping. 18 billion. We have a net position.
Right.
What they are quoting is what we call gross financing needs. So your gross financing needs means that even if I borrow the same money on a monthly basis, so monthly basis, come and give me 2 billion, you give it to me. Next month, I come and say, okay, I'll go and borrow 2 billion to come and help pay off the old 2 billion. You add them, it's 4 billion. But we've forgotten that on a net basis, it's still back to 2 billion.
Yes.
Do you get the point? So we have gross financing and we have net financing. Nobody uses gross financing. Gross financing only is important to the extent that you want to gauge the capacity of the country to generate the liquidity to support that level of borrowing. Do you get the point? Mm-hmm. But you are interested in your net, which is the portion that adds up your debts. And the finance minister has said that you recklessly borrowed and left us with 6 billion Ghana cedis a week. So, it's what do you call it? Honorable case out of forcing. Even if he doesn't have any work to do, Thursday he has to go to auction. His team has to go to Bank of Ghana to go and auction treasury bills. Latest Friday we should close auction. Monday, every Monday we must do settlement. That is why today you saw that we did a settlement where 18 billion was given us, even though we're looking for less than that. We're looking for just about 7 billion. They came and gave us 18 billion. Do you understand? It's because what we took, the 7 billion we took, over 6.5 billion of that is to go and pay Gideon Boako's mess. Roll over Gideon Boako's 6.5 billion a week. And this man is just tabulating all his mess that we are clearing and putting them together and say that it looks so scary. You are the caricature. The caricature we are trying to drive out of the room is you. It is your 6.5 billion that we are clearing. And you won't keep quiet for us to clear your back. And thank us when you meet us at the corridor. Oh, you understand? And he is doing that responsibly for 16 weeks. Ghanaians were so scared of this government that they were not willing to give them the amount of money they were asking for. So when you go to the market asking for 8 billion and they give you 6 billion, the 2 billion they refuse to give you, we call it uncovered auctions. For 16 weeks they were getting uncovered auctions. We came every week, they bring us money that we say we don't need. Because of the confidence, the trust. What were they thinking when they told the people, what were they thinking? That the people were so stupidly carry money and come and give them. They are aware that when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was the president, they were being paid.
Right.
So Papa Nabo, that is the confidence that the Ghanaians have in us. As opposed to you, when 16 weeks continuous, not even some weeks, 16 continuous weeks, you were suffering uncovered auctions because Ghanaians were scared of you. Because your character is terrible. You don't pay. With monies. A reckless government that eats kinky and fish would have taken all the 18 billion. But we said, no, we don't want 18 billion. Last week, they brought us 20 billion, we took only 6.4. This week, they brought us 18 billion, we said, no, we want only 7. That is prudent because we know that those monies are not for free. They have to be paid for.
Right.
Yanum will go and collect and come and eat kinky and fish as if they have developed Kotoka International Airport. How can you celebrate that? Huh? How can you celebrate that? And when it came to doing work, I hear them, they were there singing that, what do you call it? John Mama Bako termination bebre. I saw, after counting project they start after 8 years. You say you are started. What were you doing for all the 7 years?
Interesting.
Uncompleted projects, baby. Agenda 111 at Tokyo. When COVID came, they were all running around Bank of Ghana Hospital and UGMC.
Yes.
Didn't they go to Agenda 111? And go and sleep in the uncompleted building and see whether we would have.
Now was after COVID.
And so after COVID, what have they done? When did COVID disappear?
2020, 2021.
Ivan TVS was and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics near the Free and City Hall 37 Abebese Street, the heart of Accra, Usu, at the 12 in all the 16 regions across the country, north, south, east, and west. Maybe I'll be Fabiano. A TVS was at Power 97.9 FM. Western Regional Capital Takrade, Omofire Live, our sharp 106.9 FM, Zama Lembele West and 100.3 FM. Boko in the Upper East Region, we are live on Source 100.1 FM. Pusiga, Wingpan Sampa 1 FM, also in the Upper East Region. Yibubramo, our Zabila, Zaps FM. Yakwa Western Regional Capital, Yetakrade for FIA, on Upper West Regional Capital, so a WFM Sukremo Elho, Boli in the Savannah region in Kelege FM, Volta Regional Capital Global 105.1 FM, Wuti region 3 stations in FI Life and area. You are 79.7 FM Okete Krache, KFM Okwasa, and a Boom FM Suwo Jiasekan. Yebo Ramu Efrio Nayadi any Echre a London a GFM radio, Fire Life Radio, Omosukremo Elho, Asin Fusu a Rich FM, Cape Coast, Kotokraba Market, Adom Sounds. Omunyina ekremu any radio stations bibri aka afufo omunyina efa dwumedie bi ene awiei ya America memo so Virginia hona po 68 FM so ekremu kwakusket any ni team nemom okọ yen internet so abefo so na pese nsem ni nyina nudi akire a ye www.myswazionline.com Facebook live Power 979 TVS Wazir Ghana Samson on YouTube Swazi Broadcasting dwumedie a ye ebrewo ene awiei dwumokwa o maso ho kuramu den yafa ho ka Medimosis Clinic and Eba Center Victory Garlic Mesa Efri Dr. Mwakona so ye sanso na Power Specialist Eba Hospital ye mama edua ya onu su krem Muzu Eba Clinic dia Muzu Garlic Bitters na boy natural mineral water simply natural Safari Valley Eco Resort wodew omusu krem Hebron Hills International School sanso na Sedabeko ediama ye odimafo heba and a Solak Natural Clinic and Mobetu Mabua Fonkrato, Ewo, Jumedi Su. Jumaku in another romanet, Crema, Yerijumedi Ebrewo, and a 4th March 2025. Not just say Ghana Mantimu anyway on the 6th of March 1957, Ghana and Fan Hundi, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nadauruma, Ya Utumi Boy, Emi Tuminya Fa Hundino, Aka Ayen Nefua Beye Minu, not just a Ghana Yenya independence, no, yet to me, 68 years. Ti say mo aye wo on that particular day no 6 March 1957 no ebini ye maame aye friend say na atwe ofosu night market ye ma happy birthday in advance and some ene ye de ebrewo agenda 111 ho nsem no honorable eye Minta Akando member of parliament for Dwaboso in the Western North region was eye health minister wotumi abo apro e de nani akira santemantem baby afro was trade ekohwe baby ananado e cut short first aba sa eye agenda 111 ho nsem no na okopie mo no de na koso e wo ene mo bete ho ensem sanso ena ene ye kire etimi koso demonstration ya kire se wo hwe eye voter diaspora caucus wo motumi demonstration kase pa demand an apology from the MP who referred to the late President Mills, late President Rollins, the daughter, say we murder in the Parliament. And when someone bibribi ya omode group leader no ye mame Madam Lydia Double on any team no kopie mo the petition at the Akoma Clerk of Parliament. And when someone sign the city clerk no baby bi afa ho ana say and ho nsem ebesi aba. President Mahama Sadia to just say obeboa said the beya Bank of Ghana in sika sem no ebetumi enjina ne naso nemum onfa ne ho enwuram ne ebeja omo no motumi ayomo adwuma enei Ghana in public debt na kwa kudu sem eduru 721 billion cedis Ghana ni bia de kasen external debt ne yesen na ye ne ayo so ye Ghana ha no me homra na ye fa sem nyina emrew. Very well. Yamuma Kwaba Ediba TVS was at na Power 97.9 FM. Support from the 900 million angels. And the Jumedi in our church, the Ebro and G. Gabriel Asizwa. Or no any lead team, no boy Chidom, and maybe Biansu Etime Ekon Kain. Yes, I'll say a besha say Eddie a free last week and Sembia Mekan wo a year Fiduemoha. National Security Coordinator on Fan 9 in Sifom. I said it here. That was on Friday. Ye try me. If you dey try me, na list what ya na list at here. Me kan ya na de anche. Eda ho. He said me hu na nya bi na wu. I said it here. And the nyame ahira no no. Wo ya no hia enye yie. So National Security Coordinator ebia wo bia wie nchia kese enkomam onyuma pa ebedi wachi wo bia wo bekobia emfa won ne atamfo beye nkonimdie no ebekoso aye wo de asa mini akatachi afrifa eja mini akumaye na so na eden ezemi tunofo a wontie ezemi tu katachi efu a ontie so kateche ye menu yakuma with all due respect you say yenyinyini we are matured yensu sasa awari awoma you say wade nyina ho kwan na so nyini nyina na yeden e fata yen ebeye ya se obi bebobra na obedu dibia bi te set National Security Coordinator. Now benya platform now they be 2 or 3 minutes. Ebe say nipa no. So with all due respect, Katachi, the attacks on the National Security Minister no must stop. The attacks on the National Security Minister no coordinator no must stop with immediate effect. As a brother, I don't want to say anything bad against you. I don't want to say anything. I mean, I don't need it. You are my brother. Take the advice very well. A humble advice. And I'm a dear mawo. So me person me go deep. Me say attacks no must stop with immediate effect. And I know, say, my free Katechi, you know, there are some security couples in this country. The angels in me who never been a woo. There are security couples in this country who want the National Security Minister to fail. Skana mutu to adema sa answer for ebimono. Omo nyina mani mbegu ase. Muntie mi na muntie mi ye. Enye adwuma na enye adwuma kina. Minim sentwerefo bi a omugigi ska free mpanimfo bi ho. In order so omo destroy National Security Coordinator. Yes, I know. I'm not here to mention names, but they know themselves. Nyame ne si hinu. Ene wiase wa ma wo yonko atwa nkru an wontwa duda. Obebre saa. Obetua brabo na manzantwafo ne saa. Omu bedi usika saa. So de wo hwehwe ne wunya. Yes. Yes. Power to the people. Higher TVS was at na power 97.9 FM. And this for muko to join ma momom paye mo ne pa ema mo MPs na wo mo Greater Accra region, especially Greater Accra region. Muko to join ma Muntie na muntie mi yie me meka biem. Mommo mpaye ma mo MPs ni nyina. Na mon kai titru omo mo Greater Accra region mu. De me hu na nya bi na wo hu. Ye mo mpaye ma wo mu nyina. Ye move on ye koyenim. Ye nuanum awo eye framantamo eye voter eye diaspora caucus of the NDC. And you mutumi ye chireke ye pa ye kan diaspora na chese omo mo amana ne aka omo abomu ene hafo no omo nyina asa na efru omo voter diaspora caucus omo organize demonstration ne ya omo chirese MPB kasa ye wan kasa yie efa yenua ba Dr. Zanato Rollins ho ene omo TC Montene so ye chireke ye pa omani abre wo hwe omo koma nyanya ne nema egugu omo komu no etere se nibra yeden enibre abefie papa tame awu ni ade nyina eka ho etere se enibre yeden enibre aba na yenua ba ya eja udi dominanim oye group leader edema eye voter diaspora caucus no eye Madam Lydia Double woni ni team no to me present a petition kopie mo mrase bedwafie ya omo se omo twen ni manimu ya se enu ye beba na sa MP no asotwe bia e wo se fata no omotumi ede amano yeti enuaba Madam Lydia Double.
We, the members of Greater Accra NDC Voter Diaspora Caucus, are Ghanaian citizens who believe in the ideals of the National Democratic Congress. The group is chaired by Lydia Angel Nutafo. The Right Honorable Speaker, Parliamentary Proceedings, on February 4th, 2025, took a disappointing turn when the decorum gave way to insults and political score settings during discussions on the 60th anniversary of the death of Joseph Boachi Dankwa. Dr. Zanato Ajiman Rollins, the MP for Kolekote, sought for permission to contribute, but was ignored by the speaker, who instead gave the floor to Minority Leader Alenzada Apenyomaki, in a disturbing moment that exposed the toxic political culture in Parliament. A voice from the minority side was heard, hailing a deeply derogatory remark at the Dr. Zanato Ajiman Rollins, referring to her as the daughter of a murderer, and ordering her to sit down. Another unknown MP believed to be on the minority side followed up, claiming there was evidence that her father told. Mr. Speaker, following this unfortunate incident, the Greater Accra NDC Voter Diaspora Caucus has monitored the space and can confirm that several well-meaning Ghanaians have had cause to petition your good office. He among such groups are the official of the Kolekote constituency requesting a true inquiry into the matter. We are also aware that all efforts by the Awamefia of Anglo land, as well as the Zipito, that Honorable Dan Abodapi for Parliament to identify the culprit, have proved fatal. The Right Honorable Speaker, the Greater Accra NDC Voter Diaspora Caucus are even more enraged by the fact that tomorrow, March 4, 2025, marks exactly 1 month after the unfortunate and despicable comment by the yet to be identified member of Parliament. And yet nothing has been heard from your good office as to the state of affairs as far as investigation and possible identification of the said MP is concerned. This is quite worrying and unfortunate to say the least.
The Venerable Jipito of Anglon, the Venerable Dan Abodapi. Let me assure you that the petition would get to the right source. I'll personally walk over to the office of the Speaker. I know he's caught up in some engagements. He's not even in the chamber now. So I'll walk to his office immediately and engage him on this petition. I recognize the seriousness attached to the petition because of the sentiments that this petition evokes. Mr. Speaker, who has always done what is right, as your good self is aware, will certainly, bring speed to this particular matter. And I believe that you will definitely hear appropriately from him. Let me assure you that we are together in this matter because it's a matter that affects the nation. It's not just an individual. It is not about political parties. Neither is it about individuals. It's about a leader of the nation. And so it's a matter that should engage the attention of well-meaning Ghanaians, citizens, more so the leadership of this House. I want to thank you very much.
Well, not just the course and no Emrasa Bejefe voter diaspora caucus or more demonstration or Municopia Elho. Madam Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Aban Babin, so they are two. Say member now are responsible on to me and said the Beya who be show honesty and plead than so be trying about the outcome of investigations, to me abaso when so and sema Right Honorable Speaker Honorable Aban Bagwin when also at the atuda if you wanna free bura a Jubilee House wa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, can think simu se jata gonja ni this year bole bamboni ono so akasa ne sema the atuda ne say obahwe said the Beya Bank of Ghana omo ebetumi atotoni emeyi na oma implementation of prudent monetary policies said the beya inflation in yakeka hono and yema betimi akoyie ede ama omai Ghana.
President is to restore macroeconomic stability. We must enforce responsible public financial management and ensure fiscal discipline at all levels of government while working to reduce hardships for our people. Under my leadership, the Bank of Ghana's independence will be safeguarded to implement prudent monetary policies that curb inflation, that stabilize our currency and rebuilds our foreign reserves. We must never again allow reckless borrowing and excessive government spending to undermine our progress. Fiscal responsibility must become the bedrock of our national development strategy, and every CD spent must deliver tangible value to the Ghanaian people. We must review our laws. Thank you. We must review our laws to eliminate excessive waste in the procurement of government supplies and projects. Single source procurement must be the rare exception rather than the norm. We must also subject government projects above a certain threshold to value for money audits. And just this morning I was reviewing some of the procurement reports. And there was this procurement for poultry farmers, 10,000 units of something. And it was single source. The reason for single source was urgency. And one company was giving the contract to supply 10,000 units of whatever it was. The supplier and the person who assembles it was not allowed to bid. And so the company that won it went to the supplier, bought the items for 4,500 and came and sold them for 6,600 to government and walked away with 21 million cedis on that supply. I mean, how can you do this? I mean, it was our own company we're running. How would we do a thing like this? But that is government bleeding. Everybody cutting their pound of flesh. That must stop. Beyond stabilization, we must undertake a fundamental transformation of our economic structure. Ghana's economy has been heavily reliant on the export of raw materials, such as gold, cocoa, and crude oil. leaving us vulnerable to global price fluctuations and external shocks. We must end this dependence. It is time to transition to a value-added industrialized economy that creates jobs, that boosts exports, and reduces our reliance on imports. Manufacturing and agro-processing must be expanded to ensure that we derive maximum value from our natural resources. Just recently, I think yesterday, a former Chief Justice of this country asked for a review of agreements governing our extractive industry. She describes the current agreements as coming from the Guggisberg era. I agree with her. There must be increased indigenous participation in the exploitation of our natural resources. Ghana must earn more from its natural resource endowment if we are to create wealth and prosperity for our people. My fellow citizens, agriculture is a vital sector of our economy that must be modernized through mechanization, improved irrigation, and the adoption of technology-driven innovations to enhance productivity and ensure food security. We must also harness the power of technology to bridge the digital divide, ensuring that every Ghanaian, no matter their location or background, has access to the opportunities that the digital economy provides.
President John Dramani Mahama, a Jumedi Akoso, a dialogue Akoso Kese, or Accra International Conference Center, how do have Mambomo Tari Paya, and ye Asem Ketu Accra. And they say, oh my Ghana, ye share ye ka yen dear, not just a yen tuta, a debt no, qua neku the state of the Ghana economy now, and ye crack, said ye, and ye economic dialogue. No. Was it to me church? Me kadi nyina 721 billion a year cedis. Kufado be 222 billion. And wadi akwa drew a year 721 billion. Not even a single hospital, not even a year free SHS back me and see. Chesa washa wababi we see taxpayers no. Yisika kwa kanu wabeba to scansu du mwe be papa. Ya say sa Jomama ben sankofa ben ababiu aban se ma repa nchinkofo yi omo di o man sika okwambone so no ma prosecute mo nkogu nsanwa ma mo forget 2028 se ma nchinkofo anwuma mo forget 2028. Yes, send this signal na amamo now because amafo ahase edwa mafo edwa papa mo forget 2028. Muntie ye. The same nkofo anko jail mo forget 2028. Yes. Ghana for any abro. Ghanaians are descending nkofo we wieska. PDS Palugu Dam. Ekwa nkofo we afaswa create elutu no mase no. Omo ti opposition no na so mo enjoy. Yes. Documents ya wa you go through no. Enya asem ketua. Ora ne de sankra ha na motena kese. Go to Tamale. Aban Sase. Go to Kumase. Aban Sase. Kofo ne wia niema. Oma bo man no krono. Ye wo se jail die. Kia ne kan ibiko jail. Na eye suade edema omo wa echi no. See a more opportunity to serve and no just be wia amanfo no. John Mahama etna Ghana ha for 8 years wanwane anko ba bia. Sano ya kronfo a nkomu jeli no. To me ma yes special office of the special prosecutor. Say onhwe John Mahama nsemu ni nyina mo ha e ba so won se mote mebo a ekosi sen akwa hwe ni hu so ne person na buga pele ko jail. John Mahama person na buga pele ko jail. Ono ana pointi ko jail. When you finish a leader, sa abanye tisu sesi yi father for all be enim. Me say father for all be anya de enim. Share 720 amosa fa graph no to so ma me wa production team 721 billion no. So domestic debt na 301 billion cedis. ɛna wohwɛ ɛyɛ external debt wɔma yɛde wɔn ka wɔ amanene no a ɛyɛ 420 billion cedis na wohwɛ Ghanani biara sisi a me na wɔ hɔ yi Ghanani biara de ka 21,522 cedis. Every Ghanaian owns 21,522 cedis. When the car, me the car, me koto hiu, a kufado ame, and then me the cat, me the Ghana cat. Kofi the boy the Ghana cat. Kevin Asante the Ghana cat. Mr. Benny Auntie CEO the Ghana cat. Ralph the Ghana cat. And so you koto hiu sumaketu. Ye the Ghana cat 21,522 cedis. Adeni yakoto hiu ni ya deka. Mimi ni umienu ya deka u. Yetiasi ya ni ababe ton omayenu ni aton ye nyina yaka ho. Ene ko eye Zambia ko he. Omo airport no Chinese for na jiu. Yes. Yetiasi ya enye nyame na ya adom ama obi owo fie nyansa. Ababe so omayemu a nki yedi ewu. Na Akufo-Addo asɛ ɔman ne poto. All sectors. Wasɛ baabiaa. Ontimi so ntena ɔman no mu because wayɛ ne ho yie France wɔ no wayɛ bibi wɔ hɔ wayɛ bibi wɔ Britain deɛ tete no no totɔ dan akɛse deɛ tete no no nti ɛto baabi emu ho sanana do ntena Ghana medi atu dwane ɛso ɔyare ebesi na wate say ama ne yare ho update wɔ baabi da Kaniforata or chele wa baby yesi kanu mu do musa bom or chele muso amra o se da bi me no beba ye serious se brawo na ma ye da so beba yoko yenim posini baby we need their course me pesa ma ba rank no ana me pesa me ba service name but baby a wonam bia no angels no eka ho a pobia koso in the spiritual a pobia ya dan akoso so wo se ya je won kwa ya dan efiri wonsem na wo be wo panyi bi pa a pobia koso se ya je won kwa ya dan efiri wonsem wona ma motorbikes edidi wachi monitor what you see because angels ne kan ho what you see because angels no baby a wonam bia no omobo ho ban da wonyame ase yes da wonyame ase sa what you see ya wo Sunday akos wo service name no na wo ya na wo panyi bi office in the police service panyi ni sumi money din sa office on so men ka ho but a pobo bi akoso sumonyame yie ne kura wonyame mu yie woti ase because aso abofo no bo ho ban asa nkofo na ya de won kwa ase wo mo nsa no omo beko na wote ase yes obetiatie wo anwontie nsu gyatie amafo boafu wo Ghana hawo amafo boafu papa sadia amemmo tantan no obi ampe no abufo ni bi da so onipa num and I know very well say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama we will be a omma Ghana for in hu in lose confidence in him because Ghana for trust him post for to abama opa soldier for to abama opa migration for to abama opa fire service for to abama opa barracks e won nyina nka ha nyina no ba ko peda na ayi MPP ti me we ne here all the barracks in Accra here who win it baby go to the police barracks any other who win it baby Ye vampire monta president yachi. Minim se onni Ghana fo hwamo. Ghana bedi ye. Nipa bonfo mo wo system no mu a. Omo empe wo my way ye ni nyina no. Omo be kona Ghana tiase. So today I'm not here to mention names. Me say nipa bonfo a omo pe wo my way ye no. Omo be kona Ghana tiase. Afo na tira ne nto aso. Obi a wabo adwuma papa bia no. I mean, Joma menim. Obi a wabo adwuma boni bia Joma menim. Enti ana me pese, yesi we wacha won office, o se kiye yi no, we was a kwoko, we appointment ya de mesi no, ada na president de akoma obi da bi. President no onim de oye. Enchenche ye dan e won afi. Ye nyina ye no muso ntwe wo pe. Na Ghana be diye. Ghana di ya menu mienu nyina be diye. Nya mamuofo kanka tantan a kade ati na Mugabe Maase meti hai. Banglo kra menye bi da e wo me life mu. Na me de Ghana ka 21,522 cedis. Lo menye bi da e wo bangi bi ada. Medini ba bia se Mugabe abaji lo e wo hada. Yes. Na so meti hai yese me de ka 200 and on I said 21,210 million, and I'm going to say, it's almost 200 plus, right? Yes. 21,522. Not just say, medical air cover 220 million OCDs. Me boy, me torre. Wo be a man full can 10. Ma kwaje bank loan ana bank for abeka me di omuka ma kwaje obi sika se me ho kire me tima me 20,000 na nyame ya adoma aboso me so amede abrew na so me de Ghana ka 21,522 cedis adan o ma be ni e chechire. So today we are fortunate na adum binti dwamama mo appointment ya menya wadwen say okwa akobokoro no wo sa office. Yes, I'm friends here mesa babiem and my part 1 part 2 me fire sa left right center without fear or favor. I was a Ghana di se Ghana be ye so a mienu o maya academy nu ni enya emfa anwodie 68 good years. Toothpick kwa ekra. Toothpick kwa yekra. Ene enuane a wo Ghana ha nyina no spices me pesa me bobo edin no. Spices nko a. Garlic kwa etimi dua bi wo Ghana. Ene akakaduro kwa ya free amonene neba. Jene ya free amonene neba. Amama ahodo so adan go to Burkina abrante wanya 36 years nyansani woyeku nipa ba kokora anyeden enwu temetra Ghana ha ne ato aba na nipa 8 ewu ne asa ato foforo ne nipa 5 ewu na so obi na ye in charge asa ankofo ne da so ne nam ho womo abusuafo hwe womo nkwa no womo nyina da so te ho enya ba papa yi na aba Excellency John Dramani Mahama beda ne ni ahwe womo na kadi na aye womo adenti yet ye oman ma ne yet tansa adi ne hye nipa bi mo ni bresa Kwame Nkrumah Ghana ne nie sa ankofo ya ba be se oman we kwa na bi mo da so tete office womo ye den womo ne na ado na ba ye womo ne na ado nkwai womo ne na ado ba ye no na ado appoint womo ne na ado nko. Yes, obia ne na adwena odi ba bebu ni man Jomahama on the plans na ado dia atwam enti woman tra office wo sabotage things exit bopununum na pie tender in your resignation letter and leave that office now occupy no. Say today I'm not here to mention names. So what bolga o boko wo Sunday man na wo tamale wo Greater Accra na say wo bibiani wo Kumasi ana wo Cape Coast sa office na wo to wo woni say na ado na de wo betra wa a political officer leave the office and try maybe be ma Sunday Babe Pamu. Yes, I'm moving say better as I you have some more sabotage system now. You better as one day more for so you better more. Yes. Ayatia ama power change you who the before be fair more Ghana. Chesi amanfo mu fie na ya jiji o mu cast. And I invite obi obi na na be before team. Kill. Eso te say sabe and me. And ni so no munya so. Woman ya do o ko obi na answers. Way back 2004, 2005, 2006 no near two mo tre da every be na ho no. Sa nkofo ya invite o mu obi na no mu say o mu. And the day tina say from Kofo no ekwa na ha mu za Kofo bi adi o machi o mu di no mu ni hwanfo ne di ye o mu no mu shafo no mo girlfriends ne di ye enti nei se e panishi o ma o mu ankodi o machi. Yes, enough is enough. Obe mu na minority for ni akwaya press conference ni we have press conference first time I amanfo adi wo adwuma mu ni ana nonsense wo ni na ma stop first time I amanfo adi. Way back in 2017, there was some for for here. Mo shut up. Mo come on tum. Wo bia for wadwuma ma ya for wadwuma wo kwampa so bia no. Ye ba yi wadi. Would that feel favor? Chief of staff letter na abaya sign. Sanko for na engage mo after 7 December elections no. Mo nyina mo ba hesitate. Freezer kitchen here too hot for you. You can't live in the country. You can travel outside. Ye jibi mo passport to ho. Ye ji Dr. Opuni passport to ho for 8 years. Ye ji said we agongo, me and my brother said we agongo passport to ho. What mean to kwan? Satan na fanya market no more heaven. No money so mo ya lawyer so mo ka say ye wo Ghana ha. Mrs. That nonsense no must stop. O mo shut up. O mo ko manutum. Enough is enough. Hwe NDC ho. I was some strategizing very well. Some people before we omuye mambo for papa. Some ho. Na se media no, o ma timi asese ne ma yan support and defend this government ya. O mo begu aban nanu ase. Because they have the media on their side. Yani akasama NDC for yani defend aban from opposition yani yetumi aka bia de party number power. Yes gina mo abesi na defend o mo ya dodo sen. Ya dodo sen. Bisa ho say ya dodo sen. I'm not here to mention names, but yani akasama NDC ya aban abaya yes defend o mo ya dodo sen. Only few. It will media no on their side. Some conform so no oma main, some media for no, you mu be defend woman, oma main. It will be pie, or mube you muti. Na mu yimuti a, mo baba betu jata one. Mena meti ano. Mu yimuti a, o baba betu jata one. Omo na anopa awia anwumre kosi anadwo de suom. Yes. Tisa sabe some phone na wo say etuotwa. Now, Jomama, when you peace of mind, no de bon ejuma. Jubilee House with Chiamo. When you peace of mind, no de ejuma. Sa press useless press conference from sa useless minority leader and the call for no. I was say stop it. You was here boot for boot. You this share mo. Yes, yeah now. Anasa me metrama jo. Because me so ni papa. Yes. And now Tuesday, right? This is like a new common emra. The body a cabeza to us. But the part 2 bedroom and then honorable Lord Boam MP for Pro East, Mobetin and Kawaha, and a Mobeti Alessa Nelson Sonka, political analyst, Moto Zonka. Say, I list a bar now, man, food, Johnny. Young Hoshe. I list a bar, one who's in new concern, you near Tronch, better talk. And let me send this one in. And son, are you too late? Nkofo bi in offices bi. Ya program we say ya. Obi sa mission wa ma no. na umatwa no mo de kɔ nipa no ho sɛ me na mesoma obenten sɛ onkoyɛ saa adwuma we nya den ɛma wo ayanya sɛbe pawemfo adwuma ma obia kasɛmba na ye AI bɛka eye bia mutie ne ye because sankofo no wo ma nya sansanfo ni dia I will start mentioning names amunya very careful obia betra man ameke this mission awie ne wafre me na mesoma ne say wonye we ma shut up nam office e demand sika me menye brad wo me life mu dawo menye be so da me call be office enko demand bibia da ensi na ensi kina yes me ni hwe kura me yere behwe me Sam George call vetting so say ne yere na hwe no yes sa pepepe netie so like ewia bibia bokode
yo and that was a lesson moshia about Solak Biochemist Limited. And you share the consequences and I say prostate enlargement nature and I say when detect now when you through a how big it be bro. When you say the consequence of prostate enlargement, amen. Number one, if you are there for the catheter at Obemem. If you do have Sabi Didia, the funny suddenly waste in the fair never. Now liquid waste the fair Johnson a fee as a bessie. Yes, I do have. Polytank we and our brother we na Johnson go. You know try when a pipe pressure says Johnson the femu. And a present grand man so I can go say and abishim. Now suppose that here enlarge here. Outside ne stretch na inside ne stretch. Inside ne stretching na kafam sa pipe we. It na say wo do so wo chima na ewe eni pamro bruwa here bruwa ya bele na wo kikim ade san say eye wo ya so for so and pipe na bie ma Johnson ba now say Johnson we are my any den e toz na FSP two things either say one ye betwa tokro ato tank wase ha ne de druben pipe atu ne de abɔ na ho na apiki Johnson free ha aba two say pipe mu asire ne flexible to be ne de ahya no ha ne pes kakra sa na force so bie pipe we mu masa be Johnson aba na wo hwe ya ade yi na ni jim post da ji na ni ji a e na wa stretch ye na no ra ho no ai se mira wi abon no aboho na wa de he ni ye sade pipe ya fa so ni pia na se be e moje bi nam ho a mi so enya de papa entina de tu Ghana for say edu pipe for the prostate herbal capsules e wo dwa so PROSTA prostate herbal capsules your body man say Johnson boko no e wo dwa so and try man nyansa Mr. Prostate health no your crop so prevent any kind yes one be sexually active tie so with me kakra to no dofo ahia more na wo use ade no prostate no say any product insulin pool na was sperm so dare mo no ti more na wo use ni insulin na ni age pa na kese insulin pool so na wo use more na won tell you say insulin tata wa che no any more process kakra enlarge with age ebio yes, I told them say, and you boy say like open rich, make up fruit and vegetables say, and you in color, make up fresh tomatoes, carrots, grapes, watermelon, so young fast and kind diet home. Since the morning, yes, I like open supplement and Edia Bemono, ne what prevent it, the process of the large. Fancy education, ya mantem. So process na sha say and like now, open so buying. Yes, say, me papa nya prostate insurance and no free money, me history of that. Enti afibiano me so prostate for 6 weeks and a mommy like coping me here for the entire 12 months a mommy enough protection to me prostate gland so the be enlarge enti afibia me so prostate herbal capsules no for 6 weeks no na me prevent am say me say me prostate help ya ema more na one person when tienko one be wa so masa ankomenu na prostate no e enlarge bra woni ma ho so na no so tena wo che no ampe ho asma ka me ka say enlarge a wo se wo dwon so a wo chim wo dwon se maye wo dwon so yefu se bia kam se sa asem to na to aso a che nyina na ko nyina no wo ampe ho asma nka e wutra ye ya na pipe no ko si apa na wo nso no wo ko makwan se yemfa sa keteta na sa druben ko to se bo ade ni Fanny say Valentine's Day aba na se bebeko obey the beba why the beba now person say be sebi bi kakra na oba nso nye nurse nurse ni hwan me ne free fie mfa say me ya de no wi asa de asemu ana na ba na tefa so na me ndai da enti ne say prostate herbal capsules wo jaso tie self to ma won sanka bi one e contain ne ma like operate ni na ebeba ho ban empo in case sa condition abadada prostate one almost 8 weeks within 8 weeks na automatic say 8 no one e twin su akota prostate gland dem no we are or Brahmas your idea for auto dilator and one of the alkaloids they say a war prostate herbal capsules name drop banner we fab no e kpn auto dilator say e be so bonku ni fa ebie ama John say what tank ni na hwe abesina ko na confusion be free ewie sa residual volume no on say udun so free say ebia kemo no ya na people akwa say polytank ha me wa ade for negative pressure and say atlas fan say the tank see what now dey so gum polytank that make na ensuo na nyema na wia boss pa o say it miss saki polytank na sen eco inside sana na o brother na koye o prostate enlarge no am pe prostate herbal capsule tira kwan sana ko san say more na wo chima na say wo dwon so o chima nsa wo bunsuo no na brother must be overtaken no o say afedies polytank na sen I start in question o bunsuo no one ensuo ye about so ho ne wa han abeda ha because we na push in now we go ensu above ho we no ho na wa ha na be fama ba one ba ensu abeta tie base ha na ho na kodistro me e weda pie if na go ensu a wo free se bia kemo no now within 8 weeks also prostate herbal capsules no one e be soft muscle tendons no na bo a reset ya na say a restore na ama toxin na ekomissio na asa bu asa jia be form no nya sa conical shape no e se wunya no now we what at brother no minute me sanyaba there is a confusion in every home ebio so one san ka prostate herbal capsules no what you so ankle no post enlargement chair how back pay DHT pa ehu e fe the kidney stones e linkage no brother nini na fansa brother nini a ye wo ahoma ba ko e wo ha right ba ko ha any kidney beans ba ko ha na ba ko ha we mu kidney na say zoom line na say cleaner all no proper mo jamu fi no no aboa the good that's be where for the blood in now it sounds that they are watching and so now you Johnson ain't me ma e brano brano o won say blood when I am kidneys ma produce Johnson amedeba me push also to was na first one push by na akwa we aka from in contentem no problem no kidneys na go problem one from mazes and was say blood no it ain't me and store Johnson to boss when you urine a work kidney beans and say air chance a bit sanyaba now say a cow chemist once say Johnson contain a different uric acid it does be seven so or that they want to be arrested now open a feed this one doing somebody say alkaline and acid base in nature so chemistry acid base reaction anti-acid uric acid no air to sad base and acid alkaline Johnson see apart now more salt and water salt and acid and tin bonus air crystal out of solution na better na blow na dey down kidney nim ntanya si apa na wo do ho say conjoin dialysis for Mr. Isa how me feel ma Johnson impie me pedia ma won sanka du pa for the prostate herbal capsules mentimi nkonem wow na say the prostate means should entry na pipe na case ni say pipe ni be dia enso wa hari na beba ama the way so produce kidney beans so abegu no be bia kototin na ko design no entina prostate herbal capsules your body man says sebe Johnson Bokono ebio there's a linkage between prostate enlargement and sexual weakness in men e share dey do ha brother nini sebe urethra we no sebe na the pipe na e wo ya de ni ma Joseph Muba no e ho pe na bonus genital veins ne nam ana hye no so say prostate no abeshe gland abeshe ho say the other who say what you are saying, he said now no prostate gland be say on one say ka fama ka move the genital veins and the pipe on the ka fam at the same time e to pair say woni bo mommy birthday na ajaluman o take akana and take akraba no e mo ya na say rush for na cause hold on there e kwani mu assistance akwa we akamia etian redraw e basa we mo dey fe erectile dysfunction sebe and so important na ka say akoba bi Now one second prostate herbal capsules no na e different na say him from nsu akotatai prostate gland ni mu no never back to normal no na pipe we so every reason enjaye no once a Johnson eba kama na afa entine holding no nso for eba sa emoja ese call no ebet makọ ama se be adma stretch na da was what there na what that chair kwasi bia fa nkomo ye di ho pusa ho yin nkomo sesia sansa me do be se wa obambo no ni je hiame me MTN no e 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28. I am busy for Airtel and Smajoso. Airtel no say 0261 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63. Kaisa a prostafit herbal capsules. Your body man say Johnson Boko.
Assalamu alaikum. Say every word ya pomodin komo ediama live on TV as was it no so on power 97.9 FM. Welcome back. Ya sign SSBM. Na where part 2. Ijane de ne be so. Say see make say be an NI before say mutia. NIB boss your friend Kitu. My brother Kitu. So wutia ma omrate no omo enye alert. Gift to awari about bedru Ghana area. Sa oma ghost names won sem or national service or your authority no. Gift to awari about bedru Ghana area. Mo fanto so mame. Mo ke. Ona about bedru terminal 3. Onko fu edi nachi. Terminal 3. Omo nim di oma yente se omo ko nteme nante. Terminal 3. Wa ba bedru we and I before her den. Wemu ghost names won some. And I before her no. Say so me say who born was so baby na no. Yes. Yeah. Me so bia ni wa this sika obefa ne ho adi o. Ana sabe wo mu amahase ekeka nsamfo no. Nsamfo mu di o mapanyi dwomahama atem ekeka nsamfo no. Monye careful. Tama na dwomahama wa opposition ordinance sabe ko dan eye CID fo a omu fi no enye no let us do say na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abia opposition no lawyer Tony Lita let us say no one for anko for abronye ho die ne see then sometimes say na me hu say kofo bi ho kwa o mu da so at post a na makoma bibi ya makoma die ne see former president na wasamba president ne lawyer when you swate ne lawyer Tony Lita e ma ne twe krata de commerce adi e koteso de ne sie and me free ho abronye oda so kasa wo me free bia na ma pap president mama to me pa obi a chaw sa portals no mo yes sa fake publication me pa obi a chaw me ko pa chaw wo fine me obi o me bia me ka sama maka me ratify issue na me ratify issue ba me ka sama maka me pa obi a cho me pa obi a cho ti ya ma fa me nkotum
ba sa ko me
pa obi a cho
the bullion van the other be
me pa obi a cho
publications
tie ya ka sama ya semantics ni usual se committee yeah, me free beer na ma pap president mama to me pa obi a cho sa portals no mo yes sa fake publication me pa baby mama for no me to mira na ma kire si o Czech Republic one na ambassador Virginia Hesse Legon wanyem no Legon ana Akufo-Addo nyem no ene ne wo ne ba Akufo-Addo ne timi ma appointment ya e ma ne ba so kwato creative art board so Atamese ba ya president no ni ba Mahama ba ya president no ni ma ansa no san ba ye oni ma woni nuanu mo ho Alfred ni wo Peter ni wo mini aba eye Hawa omuni ho maka mu ni ho ne to ya gitumi no mu kura to mi no mu yie na mo nya de ho abronya ne apapo ho sankofo we nyina mihu se de minsinka biem ma won say wakọ NIB ho aba ma hu 7774 wa start keka so nkopo obi a chew na ho na se po obi chew emra no ba bia wu se jomama yedi sika gumu esa niema no eno ne wo se ekọ adwuma ne ekọ na nanado apake court no me se trabu na ne mratam he sa two test na jomama wanya no nyagopo nim de ati a odi two test ne ma wo etimi sesa bibia two test na wanya no me se nyame na ma yeto aba under the fourth republic ya wotimanya two test ebi sida sa two test mo fanya adwuma if persuasion fails force must be applied my kura to me no mo saa wo nyansa MPP for chire NDC no mu chire mo saa nyansa na 100 times no mo say yes ya de ya wona saa nya wo ye nya wo de mo kan say zandefo eka ti se de abro nya eka ya kameti abontere ki ama me be 20 years won samam me party kwa wa power kwa de me koy mo klini ba bia all sectors mo klini ba bia mo nyisu two test na nya adwuma yes mo be tra office bi won say abadada na appointed no anu de wo yi say obi atime sesa no two test ni betima ya adwuma no se system no ya nya in a way say system ni betimi abo adwuma ama obabre Ghana for nim de to moto aba boom adema adwuma mo Ghana for nim de to mo ma two test adena April so mo nyina de mo de abeka ho yes wo mo nim de obetimi aye ni ajasa we mu 84 we ha 84 we no mu ye de our parliament 84 we afonyo market we mo twie kai no mu ye de kufo ba ya what first track high court ni lawyers for ha ni retired judges for ha one ye tene kaso kasa ekwa be no man for chachu amfaso ekwa be no man for kwa me prepare amfaso ekwa be no man for the late Ayavita Solomon may he so rest in peace ankoso o ma panyida da Rollins no tu kwan a wonu mole foi woduo mu bi ne catesis nyina mu wodron bibia fie no na odi okura ne bag wonu akura ne bag na odi kiw do mu de Rollins e wo Ghana ha no yes DMB before the year Rollins e wo Ghana ha no ene wo manya 84 nyi anya no e kasa Moses say munya hu hwe lo dojita makuru MP boss was munya ho hwe it is just the beginning mbate pin opposition wo de mo be che papa ni nyina so be gina NDC some ba toto ne ma yie mesi nkofo we mo prosecute wo mo.
The government's handling of the power situation has increased uncertainty about economic growth prospects this year. The promises by the president in his address to the nation to fix the current doomsaw cannot be different from those he made during the 4 years of doomsaw endured by Ghanaians between the end of 2011 and 2016. Not even the creation of a new ministry of power by him could save the nation from the excruciating effects of doomsaw, resulting in the dismissal of then Minister for Power in January 2015. Even in 2016, there were major power interruptions which were blamed on maintenance and what was described as localized faults, a new term for PR stunt intended to cover up doomsaw, as the government was avoiding issues.
You say, I must start you. I must start the game. No. Once I say, and this was a more strategically more to near me. And it will be a per appointment. Will be a per appointment. It's a one to be defending your buying. Will be a per appointment. I got an office. Share Omubedi to run a o must start it. A bit 4 years and then be we are gonna foot him. Ya be ka kire me say Mahama na di dum so bae Mahama na di dum so bae Mahama na di dum so bae ho mama wa bro o mo nya bi so tiem te say one then defend John Mahama. Some papa be kan
Isaiah personal fee say nyarwa hodro abobɔ mu no aduro bi ani ho na mpompo basa bɔ mu ɔmo ana HIV mu awa AIDS ni ade achi ɔmo nyina na ɔmo se yade a ani aduro na aba ɛno nti no ɔmo ka sɛ na Isaiah wo de afa he fa na ɔde yakoro na odifo no boro akwaye mu no ɔba na okuta haban ɔba na okuta nuahini afa no okuta nuama hodro a ɔde bɛsa ne manfo yare ɛno nti mentena sen kasa me yare ɛno ana me de kubekɔ wo o yare ne ntimi mfa nkɔ wo na tambia na me kasa me se me challenge a metro nyina yo obi o ya chinjefo Yesu penso kro ne wa chinjefo ho na obi ya Thomas o ya bema he say ya Thomas wa san so no wotimi gi achinya ma ko say oh ho so yo obi a wo yi achinya mpa cho bra me dimafo ya ba hospital o so dimafo ne awrade ade ba ko no say me dimafo ya ba hospital emma waduro wa bra won hwe ni paduanom tienie pa ebia akọ baabi akwaji aduro wo se me ko time da so ezo gidi se ekwan dada ne ba fa so a ewo so otimi dan nuomam scientifically afi holistically no hwe so ede sa yare enu nti na obi mma me dimafo mfa ne yare nsa mfa nko nsa mfa ma se oba no ye do to kam na do ba ya ye do be ko fia obesa ba biem pa to wan kasa na be fa card ya ba when you so ye chinjefo na no last week ena me wod me dimafo ba hospital Thursday no ma mi bi ba ya na dansi obedi na say manim min kase min kase ase me say manim mami ba ase na one ne ba na te do me heya na ne ba no eba na ese ne ba no ye be ma ene wa wo baba otene nchen eputupuru na yare be ba akoda na da fom a wontumi sorry mantam obi ase mami won na ye abofra no enti na hu be hia say otam akoda no kokwa benya enu ko turu prum e wodem obi abuso so ko na ho e voter region na ade ba ko ne se bere o ye na giso de ne ba medimafo e ba hospital no eni pa bi ka kire se da bi medimafo de memfa jo no e wo se otimi sepe oba ma oba no to no na be ma no e hwa nkromo ubo se be ma no hwa nkromo obi okra na jo no enso nto tise nto pete na okwakoso nso sansa na honya den na nso me ka kire se bibiduro we mentena se me ka pochiro mentena se e mo ba fa me sika nya na nka da biara da me nya 2 minutes na me nya 5 minutes na me nya 10 minutes me nya 15 minutes me 20 crowd man ya menye e wo so otumi ya adwuma wo se me boa na achinjefo a we ubetumi ya ba hase ya pa no aba ba chime number no afrɛ me ne akasa eno anu na adwuma na si we ya nkasa nche me se obi a o se obi a meswaro na onim se ema ho ema wo a ye wade efre se efuo mo amunim efuo a me ka ho asem efuo oba wo a ye de frankuto ye de bobo oba no oba na ekese yeso oba na waso otimi ekase ntia de bobo na oba na ekase na sa efuo no mekase ya de ye dro de ama wo oba akura body ni ya de bobo ma na ekase na oba ma no na firi obaji ayarahwe na maame ana me ka na wase mo amunim no wasahwi no ma na ame no to bread or to brodo na ne ba ewo angel ame no kase yi me ba ta adanse yakoso o medimafo no enye nne ekase ya gba ba cho ye ntimi moni nyina nsi oba fibroid wo so ebia wonim se fibroid no wo bi bra ye be check dia ma ye be hwe ni paduanom for the first time Ghana bakose mo yare sabia esikafo ne hiafo nyina kwa medimafo ba hospital ni ntino say me ba cho ma medimafo me yanka nchiro se for 1000 Ghana cedis to ansa ne hwe yare for 2000 to ansa ne mpacho ebi ensida amount bi asa Dr. Joe 600 Ghana cedis a ana wajo 1000 Ghana cedis a for duration na odi sa yare ni nyina na wajo sa sikaro na eno de so kra say otimi tell me 200 Ghana cedis 200 100 cedis ekwesi say ohu beto na wanya yaresa ompe we na opede e medimafo ba hospital sexual weakness afa prostate enlargement but o de ba medimafo ba hospital you to ase de amount impotence obi o say the be ma na wukura enya adwuma biem kodwo to no but of bra medimafo 24 hours pe ensiranka nyame obo soro no obo asase na obo minu no ka kire say yeni ade abane fa ahabane fa nsa yare ne say Dr. Tanda so enam so sa yare no yi afiri sa ha woni nyina mu anunti obi a wami otai posa wo sa wa no ani ayeko fa bra medimafo ba hospital abibidro ana ede ma wo anunti typhoid mu na ba system mu a ade ba ko se omo kofo ma wantu ase ani a obon se ewa no masa so astatibium enti ba medimafo a nyabotre ma doctor enhwe mu uwia ya mo ba review no doctor nyisika enti obi wa bon se ne ho atono ba wa ma for review obon se be 3 4 5 months na fe yare na sa aka no biem anya sai bi a doctor say no masa ba o but mo won bi wo ho a se wa nya botre amfa mo na se wo se wo ho ato o ma biem a afi be do 3 5 months no na o mo nso asanso akeka o mo biem afi no mo ba be ko atia o
Ghana is free forever. Mansaka. Power Independence Jackpot. Memrazi. Power Mega Jackpot Independence Day. Special day. Osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Yine Kukudama. What from on the big set? What's the independence? The Ghana our motherland. Ghana ye free forever. Mansaka. Modeya ide bedala star 274 star 10 hash. Say ni bio star 274 star 10 hash. Na enter draw ni say Sierra. Ticket kubia ye 10 Ghana cedis. Each the more as taken. Now what chances of winning a so? Sura no roko. About to win 1,000 Ghana cedis. 2,000 Ghana cedis. 5,000 Ghana cedis. Na gagega nankasa ye 20,000 Ghana cedis. Afi Independence Day ni baye do. Mansaka. I'm paying a poverty. You're in a big no Jimu boom. So smart on your holiday. Say Power 97.9 FM. TV XYZ. Now we in a big. I mean I want Jamaica Sessia. Dallas star 274 star 10 hash. No Bogumadama. Mansaka Power Mega Jackpot Independence Day. Charlie Obey.
Missy Menanano. A group
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow, na ye sa. A room maybe crana. Me bano timide, or maybe gumi so weekend.
Hey, woman,
remember? I don't think I'm catching you say. Ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso na ebesi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic
capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medi Moses garlic capsules. Wa mamoja dini paduane mu efurusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy stores frey wo 050 349 4885. Edroyi enye mamofra enye ndi fie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medi Moses wunni how FDA ajidwe di nkra to ye ato.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
I'm back from the commercial break live on TVS YZ and also on Power 97.9 FM and all our affiliate stations across the country. And a 4th year March 2025. Honorable Member of Parliament for Pro East in the Bono East region. What can I say? Honorable Lord Boam, Kwakubuam, what can I say? Na senior political analyst. See what see to no beshe forever and ever. One other close no to Guantawa Mapai, Alessa Tahiru Nelson, Muntie 3 fame, and also Ajina Quenya, Zafenyo Markins, show, the metity, and there be Uncle Yenny. Position your microphone where. Na mema honorable Akwaba.
Amana Akwaba.
Honorable Lord One.
Pro is for Chiao.
Meji omoso. Abaya mokwe adwuma ho.
Oh, pa so.
Alaji nso e.
Omunyina ho ye. Alaji Chiao pa.
Pro is enema ho.
Oh,
madwene ne mu konkontinu.
Me the State of the Nation address a course. Me the mani age because Niema eda kwan mu no. Pro is na be benefit.
More fire.
What am I say? Baba me nyina sa akwanya wo so na me ntia Pro is for nyina na me na o mase so nko pa se dane dan nyina mpa body so mo bo time achie ni enti Pro is for nyina me da mase bebi o mo hwe me nyina se tonka vuti deke ba parambo sawaba na oba yeji jaklai zongo bebi o mo hwe me bia ofa tripo ima ye kwan no so a bebi o mo hwe me bia me chia o mo nyina nyame hye obi ampa ya mobo nyina mete Accra town fo nyina wonim se wa Accra town wo ye hono island o
te kwa ho na ebeko no
ho na ebeko island omoje wa kama
so de enya bushmeat ho na
the bushmeat na akrante bi ni
ebeko ko na so
bani ebe ma tilapia kama
wati ase ene de
enambi o pampronam na so kama pa ne nyina ena 1000 ne nyina nkrafo na tu akotena nti na efro Accra town alista so oba ho a ona on betima aka ma head ibo ne nyina obeka ho
ene jese me kobi
one say osio de me beko
jese me join team
there be
me down kwa ma
o de kwa o de na me so ya we fa me kwa Accra town o think right to your thing o ba ke yo jogba
be se di masa odi mi kodi
nti Mugabe Maase na se na me chairman anu so am no more parliament good ene mani ajepa ya sha asese ye debate so na no
fantastic
na minim se wo chia ukoba ye beba beka ho ase
fantastic alisa
Mugabe
bia boko de
onyame adom divine selection
afa frɛ wa mantonka
hu chale me phone ha me perfect from me wati me phone ha me na many aje hu ono abo no ho aye hu aye him
evidence
proof for say proof for my abaye on exercise bi fantastic I say be transfer me person me say tin din wo board bi do say ho no nyoma bebre wo ho abotuna
financial
I have to do it. Engineer Lamte is a clean person say onu mom no time na
engineer Lamte dey no won kran he
me say someone they wanted to use him to do so many things and he said he won't do because of his principles. He was transferred to the Volta region and anyame anya inokunya accident so nya accident no he couldn't go to work. He had to stay in Accra, but he had his chief distribution manager and his production manager there and he wrote his report in 2022. Said they see 2024 ebesi, so he needed money to repair some of the pump stations. He was not giving. Say me sabotage, you know. The person na juma basa. But when hu nyame.
No,
Peter Devier operations. Oh no yes sir. Peter Devier. You know, in some Rebecca for water from juma o. You Peter Devier akaba ko me person me body din onu so obeko. Then we bring they will bring the panicho anti for state deputy women's organizer. Me srem na busuafo ne ma what ne yire me srem I made a mistake in that this thing. My withdrawal today, like I said, he's the champion engineer Francis Lamte. He's a God-fearing man and other things. Or today say oko ejuma from Accra say Accra nothing no transfer no into free Sunday no okwa no aba Saturday and apa. So he comes to Accra and there is a church and there's a school but he does not run it. He has family members and other people who looks at it so that he can concentrate. Look, Mugabe, he knows water. We are being Charlie. No. We have to bring him to the center. Yeah.
Now make a national security coordinator Nasem.
Sir,
said the Mihun. Oma Bopobia. Cindy Pebi ebe starting media guys ebe start attacking no. Beke kan sama enye no kura yeden afan ho. To fan na anya den insi form. Na sade na ebe nyina eye from baby oye adwuma no. So free police mo and then call national security, right?
Yeah.
Within. Into on fan na anya den insi form. So kai sa.
Yeah, last week Friday.
All says xenophobia has started attacking.
Yeah, who angel no free ban. But it won't work. The attack won't work. It's short-lived.
Yes,
it won't work. Mumo nipa no debi amo report to.
Yes, me when I mention yet.
Just report to no. Namo sorry, I was about to do something. That we do. We do reports. We do or no say the letter man will say. Ono nya juma bi ma now o ko try. Yo. Enti Mugabe me da say. Ne akwanya o mo platform eso. Ghana phone income. It's because they are not reading. It's because they are not finding out. It's because they are not taking interest in other things that will make the government succeed. Oh yes, and it's bringing a lot of projects that are going to go into farming. So people should take position and take advantage of his policies out there. So women's development banking, mba amuye juma dada, amuye mususu dada no. Mumbo abu amuhwano, ye women's development bank ni pe. Show them your turnover, how you are able to do the susu amongst yourself, present yourself to the bank, and take some more money and expand. Inti at the papa dayanim ayeba, and we must graciously wait.
Honorable free parliamentary about the mame and shots in free no nothing on fire uncle economic dialogue and ebe na fe ya shots enra and yanum for 88 for no manko. And so obi inform me kwa le ka me nkona commercial ya parliament kwa mo monko o manko bibia betimi akoso na
se mabuna ye wo Ghana ye beso ni mu na ne ti mu po nyina nyame mo a na mamu man because there is a kind of leader here panya Ghana fo here sisi na nyame de na man wonim o hear the state of the nation address me wanwa esa me ya say minority for no omadwen say adepa bia bagana bia no omebogu in their own mind bagana for ewenfi enche ye kra bosumi miensa mai muga bosumi miensa mai eno mai the state of the nation address ena yen yedi the true state of the nation's address aba eye papa John Dramani Mahama watena se na ohia omo kan say obebu abubu obesu lamentation enye lamentation the psychologist will tell you say to say obetimi asolve how no just say wenya how na nkasa wo say wo how ni na wo how abeda solve enti oba be kire Ghana ye how ayewo eno no ansa gina so say Ghana fo anto aba ma na say omra mesu nkire say ye how ni nemu omato aba mai say yemra mesovo na mpa emfie du ntamuni ena ogina si ne bo eka say dum so obesovo mpa to so we ana wan sovo osovo and this is the true leader obi akandifo a Ghana oman bi ahia no ena yenyane we start nkukon kitenkite no na emede because the Nkukon Kitinkiti project ebe affect nipa 55,000 households. If you bia ye ka if you hold us baku 55,000. Na if you bia on minipo. Mia ni fi. Ye nka wo nuclear family no ye ka fi a wo frim impactor e wode ma. Enti so obi tina nche no ka say ye papa John Dramani Mahama ne nsema wo kan abubu asa wusu na akire Ghana fo enya no kre because ene ye ka say minority ejina parliament ka say state of the nation address no omo no the true state aba eye nra mebo na ense mo meka yen no emu de na yen no kre
yes and be any
da bi o mu fra ba mu less than 3 months ni
less than 60 days
wo fra ba mu no busu miensa mayo wa ba be ka akire Ghana fo say dum so aba November, when I knew Independence Square, inauguration, swearing of the president. I said, the then John Vinapo, I know a minister. I didn't want to. I said, okay, no more, I'll be denied saying, no, crack. say for beyond short to den. And so in less than 4 days as some kind na fi ye nyina ye hu sunsanso. So this is a buyer onka no krenchire Ghana for. Na omode ntro paw omode ntro na da Ghana for ene ye ba ye be say Ghana for so hu machi. Ehun se mo nsem mo ka nyina sebe no kra bia nya den. Enim enu ntina he the humiliation and I'm even saying nimguase a MPP agent in the history of this country, it will be forever remembered. So we are by now kita 137 MPs. No kwa tuaba. Naga na for say na mo no kura mu ni magamenti. Mo kura ye nyaya anka mu nyina ye mamoma parliament. Ene ye te so ma mu nipa 88 samumna. Eno ati kura no. Ebi kwa we chira ye yi o maede. Asa free mu ama NDC adoso. It also say Ghanaians confidence on more NDC one. Eso. Na nuntina na me gina fidie so atu Ghana fo nyina afo. Na ma hye nyina ye nkran say adwuma na da ho no sebe nye me MP. Ena enye ye papa president nkwan na betimi aye. Egi se ye nyina ye kan ye hubom. Ni nyina ye adwen say ye yama na ye. Eti ba bia wugina bia no. Ye wo de me so me ye me de omampani ye ne de ye kambo ma na ye den. Na ye ye nuanom a omo lament no wo ho kwan so wo kasa wo ho kwan so ma obufu say na ya ba mu na 60 days no nya appointment but no kra ne say minim say party no won hyehyɛ ye de ma obi bia te say menua alista tie say ye ma obia say ye nyina ye adwane akwa ye adwuma na hwan ya adwuma ma party no enti anu so ya propose a kyerɛ mpanifo say ye hwe kwan a ye de nuanom yi befa so sebe ye bibia obi wo ho a wo ka de aban ne pese wo ye manokofom na obi ate ase saa de na ehu hia ye papa because MPP for say tu futuro gu ni pani e futuro pa omo mu kanyina no kura bia ni enne omo to say ye na di dum so aba nipa moto hwan na enim Ghana ha se dum so enye no aya ye be sha ase na dum so start enya no ya NDC ba mu na dum so start ye kan ye mo say na mo de ne dum siesie nya mo na mo ko fa sa atem ne bai enya no ne ko kan ya obi ka che say ye pa ya nya timetable ya de be so na de adum
very rude answer
Ghana for he we nyina aso eto aba di tiam
arrogance
the kind of arrogance je eni ahomaso a mo de mo kasa mo de ka na ye papa babin the third gentleman on this land why ya de bia mama ni age ama makoma so atomiyem okay sa assembly esi wo parliament on the 3rd of February yeso bi kasa ye ba microphone mutia ye sister Zenato the honorable member of parliament for Koteko baby aye wo ya ni special so in fact ene minim say no enumre na monsaka ye papa bavu I render unqualified apology at the Magana Funina. Any abusiano said the course no or yenshim now I refer to the privileges committee. Any ethics, any standards in our committee. So omohe not the course no nipa no pa on fan home run said men am a kind.
Anyway, they carry story.
And tisa the course no enya papa. It tells you say as a government we ya dwen say ye mfa bibia metoto chacha e Ghana fo ani ye ya de beboai MPP for some mu ye nyina this time it tells you say the state of the nation o man nwene say most of the MPP for no kra e yo nwanwa state of the nation e ka Ghana fo aban adwumaku bi abobo ufa ECG e ka omode now banks even banks are buying banks to say ADB CBG NIB now we car omode a
commercial bank
nanya banks na bi na other Ghanaian banks be running any state owned any banks na bi na other companies running Nigeria for banks so ka hanya mo a anko muntu mfia na ye dan no mutimi running Miami Bank amafi Fidelity Bank dan na bank na running for almost 20 years na Ghana ye dia yewo business nyina te say NIB aban business nyina fam na ye say 16 cities opa jai ko bank for no kope ebi abakọ kwa na omde wosoro entu wo bagie no na wanya mfaso kakra so adwuma bank ni ye the only situation I benya no say loans awama no ebi nye den entua enso ni nyina kra no bank de ho hyehyɛ ya ba say wo ma bosia wo sika wo no emfa dodo na anye den enkowura bosia ma se be ya kakra na aka no be ya adwuma na so obi kra entua why your provision your friend impairment losses
yes
se be ya bank ne moka we nyina mo ntimi antena ahwe na me say ye wo cartel ye wo nkrofo bi omo wo aban banks mu a omo no betimi abeya no ama wa beje bosia no no afa akire ama wo wotwe sika na ma wo no uji bosia na no abeje ne say wo that is the cartel abimu eye na minim say aban
apart from banks kada so da ho
me say apart from banks no the way me yakra na ye other state institutions are any kwan so omoboka enso omoboka
VR ECG
uwe ECG Gridco ka 93 million 2022
Monya make a profit during John Hammer's time
93 million enu waboka na uwe VR nika 3 amina okase nika 380 million VR enso sankofo ya feso a omo awo packages omo de mo end of year service benefit end of year service one end of year salary increment we nyina ye me bisa say aban woni nua ba ma bia oni edi adwuma that is the mentality ye hu aban adwuma no say yen ye dia kopem say be hu say adwuma no obi bibia ni wa Ghana Railways
no the academy free
na yen bi na sky train
there be o be say Mugabe wa for train wo odi kokumasi
na sama mu dia kura
me say Ghana Railways account eda ho 28.49 million
Mugabe bon assembly no
train way
It is you were John Dramani Mahama. His Excellency Babontino Bekase. Mom manage economy criminally. Mom manage Ghana criminally. Uncle, what's a by now? South Africa. Papa, President Yaya Chinu to me. Any diakos Ghana. Me pamutu. Anka sa mambo ye chemu. Ye chemu na guma. Ghana. Anka ye difo
afenyo munyina
anka ye difo je nkofu bi ejina ye firing squad ya bo mu pay ene de akosu
champion mu
you see what we need to give hope to the youth
that's it
and no na ye papa ba e de abre o se sa de no enkoso e won onu ne auspices anda onu ankasa ne watch o makwa masa de no nkoso enti some may we declare nkofu be wanted odi krom ya won se bi mo aba
ona bo mpacho na ho bibi CBG banks na ye consolidate they dey 9 million they 25 million e consolidate ni me hu so mo so mo
aba
ene me no form license en fact mi ra ni license to no mo mbo mo ka
na ye be ka mo Ghana boss aka we dia
wa ji abom se wo be ye ni ye mu hwe ka ona bo figure dey say
that's 1,505 1.55 billion yes. 505 million
CBG yakabom ebeye ni yenu akoboka 1.5 billion there be o me figures ni bia we na yesi na me buafu no Mugabe we dwane wase dwane akwa no dwane
enti odwiri ho a and I think say ohwe appointment aye papa ya it is going to change the psyche of most of us because emabunu nyame ncha de said ye tie na saa na bekwa ubewenu a you can eat your eggs and still have your cake you can't eat your cake and have it enti ye sremu mo amanya appointment no ye ti mu pa ye wo e wa mambo yi mu no mo mani mu mai ye papa say onu wo hwe emu obi mmesai Ghana anda ono ni what o ja legacy aman ho said obegina yanim e parliament obu nkompo hwe na chi enfie du atwam na wo ye proud me say wo kasa asem na wo se agumi say wanyam tumu sanka dakru bi obesa ba bi ono de na ofi say wo wie na adwuma nanso ne nature has brought him back no ofi say eye ni papa mu say nyame asande na brain ne obeso wo ye hawamai me no wo kasa in the agriculture sector wo say or the agric we hear kwan a ye fa so a wo say dolfo nefa hwe ohun ne mfie na afi ye ndolfo emfama ye companies a omo nso betimi aboama mfudie na ye nya no ye de akoye ni
operation feed yourself na na ba
operation feed yourself
and champion style
eti Mugabe de wo ye no manage ho oponso wo tie nyina wo wunfo a wo hwe manage ho eti we say that wo qualify and operation feed yourself and feed the in the unim na enko
ready
enko kete aye kan obi to won tie say forget about the name.
Yes.
Forget about the name because eba edian NDC ye de enya de wo mo na mo ya de because one district 1D1F 1 million one district $1 million and then mo ya de pa but planting for food and jobs but sani mo we nyina ekosi but we are committed say ye beye amana yeye na me I'm so much convinced say the kind of leadership I always see ebeboa emasa adwuma yi abam Mugabe answer na mema mineralist abam there's an issue be a was say nyina ye hwe ne ka
okay
sa dum so ho asem ehia me pa Ghana for say the dum so asaba na dum so mai na dum so ene minia Jinapo honorable minister for energy any green transition was it in no time in few days the green transition ye can renewable energy no ye boa company ba kwa na set up e wo Ghana ha enche bia it tells you say kwanya eda ye nim efa the green transition no ye ni abrese ye be dey ye be he touch on climate and the Ghana nyina wiase nyina ye si bibi the climate change aba be so yokon climate change me papa wo ti pro is me maami a wo pro is a wonti ase ewiase ne ko ba bia every time anke wo se nsuo to a nsuo nye den ento ena menu mienu ye niam a ye yenti no emo ama nsuo no nto eno amote minister for science environment and technology we are going to work with your sanitation companies to make sure say plastics agi en sa afa agi ye mpo ano any yensu ho afa nyina no yes about the recycle this is also part of the industry agro processing enema bebra ye se be ya abrantie abaywa obi a wo university fofo etin kan ha pa adwuma ye no ode na ni be kire pro is adentia ye wonsa se wo ho ya papa John Dramani Mahama and my great ministry so say omu ba be farm centers and the machines about the go enti afu na ye be ye no emeye aso ene sekan debi ye the machines ba be go na wo afu wo teneke bi apesa wo da ye the machines na dama nyema ne ba ya my great ministry aboama trade and agribusiness aba be ho mfudie no e wo se ye boa na wotimi process ya boa amwa process na sika no wunya e beba in foreign exchange na aboama ye balance of payment e kai wo se ekọ no hwan no e kana bafom na ma ye sidi na yeden enya hoden for the past 8 years etwemu a MPP de call opposition ye sidi ho anya den da it kept falling adentra were over reliant on importation poultry industry nkwa afibia ye spend $300 million and the car e de import and namoba sa 300 million ye nchemu mienu yemfa baako ema yakuafo ni enka nchom say in the next 2 years ye penkoko ye de be fidi ye school for ye pekosu ye de be ma omo ye ntimi nya sa adwuma wo Ghana udu doma the kind of poultry adwuma mo ye ho no hwan de beto nam no Cote d'Ivoire for ne to mo nam Cote d'Ivoire for e no mo to mo nam
doma ye one of the areas
one of the areas omo ye poultry e de ma other countries in the video why can't we resource them why can't we bring them up to speed so omonye na ye mumu importation no ye ntiso ne yemfa feed Ghana so it tells you say these are transformational ideas are eba into MPP for the day politics
very well yanko regional commander of the National Ambulance Service ewo bono is just as a techman crew no no within Eddie Kwesi Bedu Michael do na afro Kunsia onua bi ehwo
is qualified to handle the place. She's the next in line. Yeah. And she has been a time. Omo no atugezi di omo no mo call officer training. No mo san buy omo san call operational training. Atugezi omo antra office keke wo. Omo your officers. Dr. Gezi made them operations people. Yes. Auntie Maase Saponi, she was part of the first women all fire unit. On say all fire and Atugezi. The work that she did last week, actually, if you go to the Volta region, and handwriting is all over the place, and she's committed to her work. Ubedu fire service by 7 o'clock. No, into one guy say, "Who car and say park here?" You don't stand around. Yes, so she's ready, ripe, and credible to stand in at the Ghana National Rescue and Fire Service. Oko prison since Madam Patience, Bafu Boni Ding, or a lawyer. Wa beni we jumenu wa chewo ye juma na well 84 na Ghana water cry na checkbook na eshobi motum onu amane ho contract say mun ko fa chemicals nko ba bia na onu afa checkbook no assign no ati no akoyi na checkbook ni she ni motum o de opa me money de opa if they like they should bring it. I will crush them. Onye politics be opa on famra asema mekano be resigning from politics onim dem ni mo no ho. Please, let me reason and go and talk about what JM has been doing and doing well for Ghana to go on.
Please, I may pick anything I'm saying slow.
Be slow, there. No credit that me boom. It is a ban. We are just man out here. Na nyum cost. I say boom. Me mo be en slow be. No to me look of all the insincerity around him. Of all the insincerity, the untruthfulness, the unfaithfulness around him, he has the courage to go and sit there and call himself what? And question who as to what? Please. When I'm when he reaches them, he do me TV, I go and listen to other things. He has no intelligence to share with anybody. All he has is greed in him. Greed. At your age. Look at where your father is. You talk that you're a rich man. Please, if you're a rich man, let it reflect on your father. Mugabe, James is doing some good things that we must talk about. There are a lot of good things. Carry on. Fantastic things that we must talk about. When you say planting for food and jobs,
yeah, that Canadian.
Need to execute that policy from all angles. Maybe I would for who Jimu into Mindy. Inti Usha 120 days timeline now. Ministers no was sockety. Wasako African Prosperity Dialogue. I like to talk about that thing because even to choose Ghana and bring it here and come and host the conference here. Look at the people who came. Even when I saw the opposition members, and in the squad, no more Tiobi. When Jane was talking about the oppressor here, now Arab Development Bank for Peninsula Bejina or confirming say they will take care of the 24-hour economy to succeed. They provide investments and other things. Opa ko video no. Ehwana kojo ponkroma yi no titin in some bakase yi ade baso dia. Yenyamba power biomo. Or the balok niti conference room ho. No the person or tutuase. Inti African Development Bank. Omo so omo now Democrat Roma. They engage the carpenter. And no kakra woman and all the 10 aba. Na parents need to they pay half. At the end of the term, they pay the other half. Look at that kind of innovation to make our schools what they should be.
Mr. Boamaduku.
Yeah, Mr. Boama. So I must know you need it. Papa, no, I interdict you. Mugabe, about.
No, sir. I know the no. Satamonia that issue no. I was amount for ton near my any idea was here. No, was what is high with my hand. No one know I serve with you. When you're 60 years now, and the pension soon almost must say, did you my power in it? The 1 year, the 1 year no more, and we or my guess you would. But so much said to me investigation in your own say,
Mugabe, Mr. JM, I think the man has some extra knowledge or some visionary knowledge when it comes to education.
Mr. Duku,
yes, into Yanko Peno baby, near financial baby at least for 1 year, 2 years. He's an institutional memory. Once I need to run. Kakadiama, once I be octopus. Officer on 9 watching who ha, Obuno Akudua, but we are there, I bet you. That's him. Until James on the right path, what he has done so far. So now the way he delivered the speech, his convictions, how he even got to the pitches. Once in his speeches, you could see that there were peak points. How he got to those peak points without heckling, and he emphasized them. I'm not here to lament. I'm here to fix the economy. Bonidi. I, John Dramani Mahama.
Exactly.
I'm here to. That is instructive.
Yes.
Son of Iye Mahama. In Dewude Jakbanana. Ube to me no. So I'm break it. Me mama warning. Say ni panu eti na kodi ni nsem wo baby. Wasa dia she na chi. Na nim crown to me ndi na chi. Hey, and eza kan se baba. Eti Mugabe. Agri for transformation, economic transformation. Accelerated export development authority how will be able to produce and go to the export market and earn more foreigners in Mugabe Maase to form GIHOC. And then today when you get the chance to manage the place instead of making profits now for being too because a private person go bear profits. How teacher na look at CBT.
That's why I'm appointed.
For banks na no Mugabe, there's something wrong. ADB, Agri Development Bank. How? Look at the state of agriculture. Now, Agri Kinsu Development Bank should be supporting agriculture. Waboka. Mugabe Maase wakwani wejani o. Wejani makamisi ombebio. Montini yireno. Montini manu. Bisi wejani. No freezing assets. No use old freezing method. Be some catcher. No. In kind the ice block. The roll is used any bino. The two in your maswa. Who travel now property now to say where they been saying we must do it to them. Okoto that I wouldn't be guiding him. Servo, Taliban, he's gone. He knew what he was coming to do. Servo, he knew what when to do the basic things that our country said. Omoko, Mugabe, they are gone.
Savari Valley Resort Adaro Macao teaching the Jumedi Ebro ko Asoya when you beju ye papa about wildlife experience here or more number 1 would do Asoya or more tall gas or more better electric cars na the one nam na corner eba any antelopes ni zebra any one would do in jata sibasibo would do when you beju ye papa and the local and continental dishes would do a local continental ones no so enjoy swimming pool or gym or family and a mokwa monko na money beju ye papa pabuso ni free amanane aba bedu Ghana for money chair and yes Safari Valley Eco Resort no money beju omo wo de in the Eastern Regional constituency obetumi oboki the reservation in 10 now the bibia tum Easter Abbey tutumirika wo na also onya ho etumi ewura odu a wo say yes wako places ne mom Safari Valley there omoye number 1 call them on 0596914394 0596914394 ofra omobejo so amuzu aba clinic edi amuzu garlic bitters na boy pebinum said be betumi reduce high blood pressure na minimize high sugar levels na bibia so etimi akonkan obi wonye stroke no wonya amuzu garlic bitters ni beboba etime boy ye papa boa control urine flow and the sign improve air blood circulation boa sound ma your immune system no boost no ma bibia konkan ma ni padua ni gira na so brane pharmacy shop heba shop be ben obi ano obowre ma obenya amuzu heba bitters amuzu heba clinic ne dry atudin amuzu garlic bitters no obenya bi edu eni ni ndura hodo ni nyina no obenya bi e wo pharmacy or heba shop be mu ato 0247776743 0247 776743 ofra Dr. Obejo so 0244 544 fra Obejo so Victory Garlic Mesa and also a dra if Dr. Marco na so na Victory Garlic Mesa ne se unye bi na wonuma e boy ye papa e boy boost immune system no e boost immune system no se ni padua no e gina so ye adwuma brane e boy e ma moja timidi ni padua ni mo frusa ni ye obi o na nteka kra bia no wote so wabre ne nan ne nsa na ye titriti wo se na ase acheme ananse no fi hin no aba be wura wonanum eno ani so obenya Victory Garlic Mesa ni be na wannom obi a wontumi ni die wonum to kwasibro ni beka so loss of appetite wonya Victory Garlic Mesa ni bi boba ebetimi abo ye papa ne momo ba bi wa konficha na ya ase boni dwe wonya Victory ni bi no ma eja omre no so a obekwa obi ene obi ntene fie e ma wonfa won check ni date anya mfa wonya calendar eno an so benya Victory Garlic Mesa ni bi abobo na etumi abo open for men numbi abofra wonya mfie edunsia eba for men numbi na momo wo 16 tetew wo ye be ma sexual weakness alisa say ye fa sexual weakness emfa ni chance ogbo adwuma yie papa ntini din no middle name no Tahiru Alisa Tahiru Nelson ono di ogbo adwuma yie papa enka ne na kuga wontumi mo adwuma ɛne ɛkamfo ɛyɛ medimosis aso yɛ maa no akugan kubo wura medimosis ɔpɛ sɛ ɔgye hɔ fa so san sɛ medimosis ahɔ aboa akugan yie papaapa dina sɛ mama no male and female infertility, hypertension, diabetes, sciatica, typhoid fever, malaria, stroke, any dental problems in ano fakoda medimosis clinic and herbal center hwɛ akwa wa dental barrier omni police station e din hwɛ animu ɛwɔ AESL building inside the Ghana Highways Authority yard Accra Ministries agye kojo be won yɛ hɔ yɛ school for the deaf ne din hwɛ animu na Kumase yɛ wɔ hene makokobin fɛ no 0244 068447 0244 068447 within the Brigadier General
Northern region. Do you know we can explore that? Yes. I don't think when you know Niema say the state of the nation so now okay once say you be kwanya you bet me the water bodies no abuama transportation akoso. When you move from Accra to Yeji, it will take you the whole day by road. And so you were speedboats, you were ferries, a free yape, Yeji pro east. Enti metie so nano, and untina may make a special appeal to the Volta River Authority. Say,
Volta Lake Transport.
Yes,
company.
Yes.
When him say managing that, you're one of that's what you know.
Oh, nasa moba. Enche kra. Enche munya butre.
Why this I kita na kasi yi no na do bi akoso ni mo.
De me
Aba.
The person make can say ade bia omampanyi ehu. Na mesre say ya ka no ye monitor dom na yentimi realizing. Of course. Because ade bia when we look at it, in fact no be can say asemi a kire me about kwanya nke betimi kra de cargos afi akosum afa ada a bypass akosum modam about 15 kilometers na akwakodu tamale.
Yeah.
And it is going to open up the country.
Yeah.
Asama adwuma eden aba enti we de omampanyi baby ano wani kira wo kan ye no metwe wadwan ba besi Volta Lake no so say ye honum unim say ye ferry ba akopɛ ne koba. Wow. Ferry no pantu no eye ba akopɛ
ewo momo ho
ewo ye ho
nti ekɔ na ba
pantu no nso no eno na linki group the neighboring countries which is also linking that place and then some bomb adwuma koso enti ye kan we nyina na meka de ama omampanyi enye nyina say there is so much opportunity you bet me the lake transport system na eden aye moga on say Ghana yesi ye carrier eba which is the flight and Ghana Airways for the past 8 years enkofo edwa sumusa entimiama the president has once again assured us say ebeba
Airways besamba.
Yes, we will have a national carrier edine de mintimi hu din ebeda so
Ghana Airways
but we will have a national carrier na hodia no kra na emanika eti say omampanika say dwuma beba o manyimu a eno ana mitie MPP for na me so create 3.4 million jobs ewehi but obi anim say si etani ho into that state na yedibe overhaul and maintaining airplanes omo airport to that facility. It means say eye den ya nipa be kwa adwuma ho unlike catapult ya obi atina wa discuss ya tua neka enso up to now see defense bi ani ho ane enso na eyiri fire nkrofo ewo K2 South. Mr. We are out of campaign season. You hear me say ye de akoma pa beta ye papa John Dramani Mahama
very important.
Ne ya bompa ye pa ma no. Na ma say gina so aka say ya ye nya appointment no. Ye nya abotre.
Pressure near too much.
Ye nya abotre. Na ye nyina ye watch the MPP for ne. Say say to say the ye need the baby. And adwuma bi fa nchen aba betia yi. Mun kan hu say the victory that came didn't come overnight. Enye ye sorry ya na NDC aba mu. Eye adwuma ye minority that time ye adwuma nsentwerefo alista ne nkrofo Mugabe moyeye adwuma wo bia ye wo na fam kire Ghana economy se de sitie sa adwuma no na de ye ba power na se ne nyina kodi power na chi ne yesi ye pa appointment na ya ansa ntina se ankyereke mu ankyere ye maame no na se MPP focus to future gu ye ni se de ekoso no ne wo ho dada ya moa oman no
na we MPP ni obebi say me say na appointment na ba me ka tiro say me pa appointment me de receive breo
enti moya the American de atwa to no na agric sector no obi enwa abotre adwuma no be ba ma na buso every sector to say the ne ka exchange see ebeba ama yatimia based on it to earn our foreign exchange meme hodie minim se makofo no omo ye ready a omo twen na saa kwakuo na ene makofo yesi ye the value e ba be ka mako no etianko ba se obeti makonko a na mum ye beboa kwan be ne be fa so hata mako no kwan be ne be fa so no ani nyina we are going to mechanize it
obefa so ati makonko a
David
and over so che say
o mako sam na meka agric processing
ultimate na hata keke
makotia wasam na making emu de
carry on
o ya wo frana
ache
okay enti the American we are going to mechanize most of your agric processes you be mechanize this can be brain dey impunto be brain and I'm so happy say the 24-hour economy ye papa John Dramani Mahama asa a promise to Ghanaians say ono obehwe se be den ebe baso enti enyumaku a ti say ye Ghana ye nua okujeto honorable okujeto
foreign
affairs ti sia omo they are on the working board hwe kwan a 24 hour no ye be fa so amana ye adwuma ni manim ya good say be ya your passport any infamiansa na when your passport me ankasa am a living testament me your passport mama 2 years na me sankan me am and I kept going there and say me friend will be so 2 years me say bye and so ye hu enfam and Jesus me say omoko hwe mama na me say akoyefofo it tells you the inefficiencies are a war system you be here through and the state of the nation you hear him say honorable finance minister ebeba yanim na waka assembly was say he would not let Ghanaians pay for the inefficiencies in the system no waka ECG ho asem e ka ye de na gise ye beli e bebriansa na omanya adwuma sika dia ye adwuma o say e mada we believe say said the nyina ye tutu nem we have so much confidence in the team when your team be say we have the men nye no bia team where they a solid team we nim say omunyina they are committed to the core nipa na wodi animu no ono ne ye hwe no yes the odi echi no osuadie odi animu nantie na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nante na wodi atoso no wodi echi a you cannot pass anywhere you have
very well. But as Honorable Lord Boam, MP for Pro East. Mame ko Alessa so. Alessa.
Yeah, Mugabe.
Famisier.
Do see. Quick. Ghana is indeed a crime scene. One say the course in the past 8 years, we had an investment banker who was a schemer who came to scheme things in order to rake in money for himself and his family. Into my economy amna yetu no enyamna ketwa. Ye close for banks, indigenous wealth. Or my way say Ghana. I say Ghana for to me sika. Say Ghana ni sika no be a bank. Na say wa yam from so kakra bi na see o man so na sene na ye manage na ye see a good bank ya sab ya permanent workers. Uti bi wa Sedu Agongo Boni Ben Oye Heritage Bank. Boni Ben Oye. Look at Dr. Papa Kwesindom. Boni Ben Oye GN Bank. A services delivery expert. Onu Betty Bank no afom. How? Unibank. Former Dr. Duvo, former governor. Omwa Amwabing people who were qualified. I'm a chartered accountant, despite the fact that he went into I'm a chartered people, responsible people who had invested their money into the banking sector. What? Indigenous people, indigenous people are part of the banking system.
Of course.
Yes, if you can look, you go to England, the bank you call Barclays.
Barclays Bank.
What was their name there? Lloyds.
Yeah. Lloyds Bank.
It is money they made from slave trade. The family made from slave trade.
That's
that they invested.
Lloyds Bank.
Yes, they invested in banking up until now. Generations upon generations,
Lloyds
the
Bank.
family still manages the fortunes of the bank. How come? Yeah, there will be a bank near Nisano, near Tano, near witch hunting, near Brenasi, near Pesi Bubu na pre. Nipa want more opportunity. Amuso mu ye juma mu show mu families. Those who are dependent on them. You have collapsed all this.
Royal Bank.
Royal Bank. Look at your Papa Alaji. What did they do wrong? It's in Nina Kahume so rest. Nina Kahubia. And my economy for 9 million per CSA. Now the 25 million cost no.
Wasa the Uti Cabo Ma Ode
Mugabe say one the panel so say one the panel no da no it is Mugabe. The president also talked about the cost of living. Okay, cost of living was him and una me man me nyanti say he understands where he is. Say cost of living back down, prices be sa workers some call for 10% increase, don't not even ask for it. If transportation cost is down, if food costs are down because of government intervention in agriculture and other food and meat production here there, and then rent, if it goes down, I'm telling you. So he talked about all those ones in order to reset the economy. Now, you know, one problem I may we don't look inward to raise money for our development. There be an initial bunting. Into one say USAID, Aquano, Trump. Your friend is second man. Who need me to the second man? Or no, buy giddy or see my USA. My say, I want to see how at forcing in collaboration with the president and the council of elders will plug in those USAID holes. See, can buy health, you know, buy education near there and can who better and come fast on the program. So
IMF by next year.
Yeah, we should be out of it. The conditions in here. Senior conditions, we need IMF for you now we Yenyoma underground near the. So we must be able to look inward to cut our coat according to the pattern and size of our cloth. Until we are sure said JM is on the right path. Miniaka transportation was about the Volta Lake. If you like go and read Crime Improvement Development Plan 1963 to 1970, the idea was that upon opening the Eastern Corridor Road, Eastern Corridor, Nankebense motorway, a concrete road, you the gas enforcement, and Nanke track could do a baby echo diamond go top wall. Then they develop the lake transport. So they formed the Volta Lake Transport Company way back and Nkrumah, so that heavy will not disturb the road. Heavy, machinery, everything will use the lake to cross it. The car, the idea is there. Read the 63 to 70 plan. Then the air facility he talked about. Any pilot school. Me, my vision growing up, I wanted to be a pilot because I saw J.J. Rawlings, a pilot who had become president. So it enthused all of us. And I wanted to drive an aeroplane. Until the end of the generation, they will have the chance to train as pilots here in Ghana. Until I say,
Lord
Mugabe.
Yes, also be a word of phobia or say hi to
Mugabe, my main chair pro is for you. My say, my boys be a normal nanty or more hemi, Mugabe Maase, as a cozy on a born your mammy, Mr. No. Mr. Bakope.
I'm okay.
Or Hermy. And Omunina, Bintimi Mubodi and Nelby. But as a cozy there were a musician, Tina Mabonidi. And Vincent Withdrew. In fact, what